This is Unit 4, Lesson 8, Percents Part 2. All right, in Part 1, you learned how to solve a percent proportion. So now we're going to use that and apply it to solve some word problems. Example 1. While practicing her tennis serve, Joan got 36 of all her serves in the box. What that means is when you serve in tennis, you have to get them within a specific area on the court called the box. Okay, so she calculated that she got 90% of her serves inbounds in the box. So how many serves did she try in all? First thing, of course, we're going to do is recognize that this is a problem that could be solved by a proportion, and so set up our proportion. So the first thing we're going to do is identify what our variable is going to stand for. We don't know how many serves she tried in all. It's the total number of serves. Now we're going to recognize that this can be solved by a proportion, so we're going to set up our proportion. We know that part of our proportion is going to be our percentage, so we put 100 in the denominator of one of our ratios. We look in the problem for the percent, and it says 90%. So we go ahead and fill in 90%. 90 over 100. All right. Now, in that other ratio, we're going to look for the of. So it says of all her serves. So that refers to the total number of serves, all her serves. So we know that that value is going to go in the denominator of our other ratio. We don't know what the total number of serves is, that's our variable, so we're going to put x in the denominator. The other value is the 36. That's the portion part, so that goes in the numerator. Now we've got a beautiful algebra equation that's a proportion, and we know how to solve that using cross multiplication. So we go ahead and do that, and then we answer that Joan tried a total of 40 serves. Don't forget to write down all the steps just as I have them here. All right, example 2. Charlie's band is planning their next live concert. They'll play 24 songs in all, and they want 20% of them to be slow songs. So how many slow songs should they play? First, our variable, the number of slow songs. That's what we don't know. We're trying to figure out. Next, we go ahead and set up a proportion, and we look for that percent. We see that it says 20%, so we fill in 20 over 100. Now we look for that of to help us look for what's in the denominator. It says of them. Well, what's them mean? It's referring to what they just talked about. They're going to play 24 songs in all, 20% of them. So that refers to all the songs. So we know that all the songs, 24, is going to go in the denominator. Therefore, the slow songs is going to be the portion of that whole number. So that goes in the numerator. All right, and we're set to cross multiply. It comes out x equals 4.8. Now in this case, that doesn't really make sense because they can't play a portion of a song, or they shouldn't. So we're going to just round that up so that it's nearby. So Charlie's band should play about 5 slow songs to be pretty close to 20%. All right, example 3. A fundraiser has a goal to collect $500 to send a kid to camp. They collected $300, so we want to know what percent of their goal did they collect. First, our variable. What we don't know is the percentage, and that's what we're trying to figure out. So x stands for percent. We're going to set up our percent proportion. We look for the percent, and it says what percent. That's what we don't know. So that x is going to go over 100. We look for our of, and it says of their goal. Well, their goal is to collect $500, so that goes on the bottom. What they collected was 300. That's the portion part. Cross multiply. We get x equals 60. So we know they collected 60% of their goal. There is, however, another way that you can do this. If you're trying to figure out what percent something is, we can just set it up as a ratio, 300 over 500, and instead of cross multiplying, we can simply do the division, 300 divided by 500, and we'll get a decimal answer. Then we need to change that decimal into a percent. So we think of it as having an extra 0 so that we can look at the 2 places after the decimal, the hundredths, because we know that a percent is out of 100. So we know we have the same answer here. They collected 60% of their goal. Whichever way you like better is the way you should use to solve it. All right, I'd like you to try this one. Read the problem and go ahead and use a percent proportion to figure out the answer. Pause the video, give it a shot. All right, let's see how this goes. The total number of kids surveyed is what we don't know, so that's going to be our variable. We look for the percentage. It says 72%, so that's going to be over 100. We don't know the total, but we know the portion is 252, so we cross multiply. We know there were 350 students in all surveyed. That's it. Put your note sheet in your binder. I will see you tomorrow.